How y'all doing? Welcome to the Tea Factory podcast. I just wanted to come in today and do this video on the mess with Kirk and Rasheeda's family, especially their daughter, Kelsie Frost. So welcome to the Tea Factory podcast. Thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe to the channel, comment, and like the video. Like the video. Doesn't hurt to like the video. Doesn't hurt to subscribe so you can be notified the next time I upload a video. So let's get into this video. So I wanted to give my 2 cents because, I've been reading different stories and just the way people have been coming at this situation. So what happened is that Kurt and Rasheeda's daughter, Kelsie, boyfriend, was deleted, I'm going to use that word, by one of her brothers. So they're saying that on August 8th, Kelsie and her boyfriend, his name was T Hood, allegedly got into a fight, and they're saying one of the brothers, either he lived there or he came there, and there was a fatal pow-powing of the boyfriend. And they're saying that the boyfriend allegedly was abusive to her, beating up on her, and so that's what happened. And then also, all this, everything that I'm saying on this video is in my own very own opinion, and everything is alleged. So Rasheeda is Kelsie's stepmother. So Kelsie is Kurt's daughter from a previous relationship. So she's Rasheeda's stepdaughter. And the brother that they're allegedly saying is the one who did the pow-powing is Rasheeda and Kurt's son, Kai. But Kai is Rasheeda's son. Basically, Rasheeda gave birth to Kai, but Kelsie is her stepdaughter. So they're saying that Kai Frost has been named the primary suspect in the pow-powing of his sister's boyfriend. And they're saying, he has been, that the person who passed away, the boyfriend, his name was T Hood, and apparently he had been in a domestic violence situation with his girlfriend, has been beating up on her for years. And so this has been an ongoing thing. And it's just an unfortunate situation for both families. His family came out on social media swinging, talking mad shit, and then Kelsie went on Instagram and tried to say, a bunch of stuff, which I don't feel like she should have. I think she should have just stayed quiet, but she said she felt like she had to defend herself. She said this is not what she wanted. She didn't ask for this, and a bunch of other stuff that she's saying. I'm not going to get into exactly what she was saying because I don't have the the wording in front of me, and I don't want to misquote anything. But I feel like, nevertheless, she shouldn't even said anything. She should have just stayed quiet because, yes, it's her boyfriend at the time that passed away, but then he was abusive to her. And I don't know why some women stay in abusive relationship. And then she got her brother involved. So this is a sticky situation. Your brother is still here. Your boyfriend is no longer here. And so it's not like a stranger pow-powed him. It was your brother, allegedly. And so I felt like she should have just stayed quiet until all the facts came out, because we still don't know everything. The story was developing on social media. So, and that's my opinion, that she should have not said nothing. But you can't, that's just my opinion. That's, you can't tell people what to say and what to do. So Allegedly, they're saying that some reports are saying that she called her brothers and the brothers came over there, or the brother came over there. And then some reports are saying that he lived there. And then some reports were saying that Kelsie and T. Hood lived in an apartment. But in that part of, because it's in unincorporated Snellville in Gwinnett County, which is 32 miles east of Atlanta. That part of Snellville, on that street that they said that it happened in, there isn't any apartment. There's no apartment complex. There's houses. It's a suburb, so especially that part, it's nothing but houses. So that right there is wrong. It wasn't an apartment. It's conflicting because it's like different outlets. People just write anything and just say anything. Some stuff is like, okay, no, that's not true. But, and then, some other reports were like, at a house or a home. And then, and I'm not trying to make a big deal about the difference between an apartment and a housing, but it just feels like if you're a news outlet or blog or whatever, and you don't have all your facts straight, I feel like you shouldn't put something in there as facts. So you should just say it's allegedly, or we think, or we're not sure, or don't even put it in there. To put in writing and say cops were called to an apartment complex when there's not even an apartment complex on that road, and the news outlets were saying a house. So I don't know. Anyway, but I digress. So TMZ was reporting that Kirk Frost lived at the residence with all three of them lived at the residence. So he's probably seen him beat up his sister more than once. So I don't know how this escalated to the point of getting pap-out, but especially if they're saying that he's been putting his hands on her for a while. So we don't know the exact details. We don't know exactly what happened on August 8th to lead to the point where he had to be deleted. And then, so after the story broke, of course, everybody was coming after Rasheeda and Kurt in the comments. And then especially like people who are not Rasheeda's fans were attacking her. And I just thought that was tacky. And one of Kelsey's friends came out and she put out a video of showing him, showing the boyfriend, like, beating her up. Like one video, she was sleeping and he attacked her while she was asleep. Another video, she's laying on the bed, scrolling on the phone. He jumped on her and he attacked her. And then there were pictures of her with bruises on her face and neck. Just horrible. So clearly he's been beating on her for a while. And that's, that's wrong. And so it's like every action has a reaction. So now the police are saying this could be self-defense. Some reports are saying that Kai, was questioned and then later he was released. And then some reports are saying like, oh, they're looking to question him. Like, it's just, the story is everywhere. Like, what is the real tea? Like, what is what, So as of right now, on August 17th, I haven't heard anything, but the brother has not been arrested. So no arrest has been made. And then, and based on the videos and the pictures that came out, which the Frost family didn't put out, it was Kelsey's friend put that out. It looks like it could be self-defense, So they're saying self-defense, and I'm sure, to me, it looks like it is self-defense because he's been beating on that girl. There's videos and pictures. He's been beating her, and then, but I don't know what happened that on August 8th, what broke the camel's back? What was the straw that broke it? Like, what happened on that day for her to say that she's had enough of the beating to call her brothers, and then the brothers or one brother to come and delete him? Seeing as though he's been doing this for a while, she should have left the first time he put his hands on her. But that's easy for me to say that, because it's not me. I don't have no man that's beating me and whooping my butt. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for me to sit back behind a computer and say that. So I'm not judging her. Some women stay in abusive relationship for a long time. Some get out and some never get out. And they just stay in that abusive hell. So I don't know. So hopefully, as this story develops, I can come up here and update you guys. But this is messy and this is really bad for the Frost family. Pray for everybody's family involved, for the young man, his family, and for the Frost family, and the people coming after Rasheeda in the comments on, who are like Team K Michelle. K Michelle doesn't have anything to do with this, so I don't know why people are like, oh, well, now K Michelle has material to come at Rasheeda. And if she does, that would be unfortunate. I wouldn't like that because I hope K Michelle doesn't stoop to these people's level and attack Rasheeda and say anything about her children being in this situation, because it would be wrong. And K Michelle has, she is a mother, she has a son. She wouldn't, something unfortunate happened to her son, she wouldn't want people gloating and writing and coming for her. So, and I don't think she will because she hasn't said anything. So that's good. But this is really messy for them. And then the thing is because, they're on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and that's why the story became so big. I feel like if Kurt and Rasheeda wasn't on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and they were just some average folks, and this is an average domestic violent situation, it wouldn't even be as big as it is. It wouldn't be on TMZ and the news. It would have made the local Atlanta news, yeah. Because here, every time that there's a shooting or something, it does make the local news here. So it would have made the local news, but nobody would have batted an eye. They would have been like, okay, another day in the ATL, another shooting, another domestic situation. Nobody would have cared. It would have not been in the shade room. It would have not been neighborhood talk. It would have not been on TMZ. It would have not been on none of that. It would have not made it outside of Atlanta 5 o'clock news, the daily news. But because they're celebrities, the parents are celebrities, it's just all over the place. And I hate that the parents are being dragged and people are being mean-spirited and making horrible comments especially towards Rasheeda. And this is, just an unfortunate, sad situation. I feel sorry for both families, but to be honest, I feel sorry mainly for Rasheeda because the way people are coming at her, But anyway, y'all, that's my, my little 2 cents about this situation. If there's any updates, I'll come up here and update. But unfortunately, both families are going to go through some mess and some drama for a while, and just keep everybody in our thoughts and prayers. Y'all subscribe to the channel, Tea Factory Podcast. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you think. What is your opinion and your feelings about this story, about this situation? All right, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for stopping by. Subscribe.